this video, we'll be learning quick division when the divisor is smaller and closer to the power of 10. Right, so what we are going to learn here? Quick divisions with the divisor is smaller and closer to the power of 10. So if you can see here, I have written 3 examples where the first example has a divisor which is 1 digit. The second example has the divisor which is 2 digits. And the third example has a divisor which is 3 digits. Now, if you see here, 8 which is closer to its base value, that is 10. 97 which is closer to the base value 100, and 996 is closer to the base value 1000. So let us start with doing the first example. So in this first example, if you can see, the divisor is 8 and I have written as complement which is 2. Now what is this complement value? The complement value will be calculated when we subtract the base value with the divisor. So the base value is 10 and the divisor is 8. So the answer what we get is the complement of the divisor. So let me start doing the sum. So if I write 311 and I have to divide this number with 8. So let me first make the partition. So this is my first partition, wherein I'll be writing 8 over here and the complement of 8, which is nothing but 2 over here. And if you can see here, we have only 1 digit. So what we'll be doing is we will again divide the number 311 into a partition where my 1 would be separated from 1. Because we have 1 digit, so we are writing the 1 digit separately, and this would be considered as my remainder part. So now let us try and analyze and calculate this sum based on the divisor, which is smaller and closer to the power of 10. Now, if you see here, at the first step, what we'll do is we will be taking this 3 as it is in the bottom. So 3 comes over here. Now, the next step, what we'll do is we'll multiply this 3 with the complement of the number, which is 2. So 3 times 2 gives me 6, and I'll write the 6 over here and add 1 and 6. So 1 and 6 will give me 7. 1 and 6 gives me 7. Now in the next step, since I have already multiplied 2 times 3, which gave me 6, in the next step I'll be multiplying 7 times 2, which gives me 14, and I'll write it over here. So 1 plus 14, it gives me 15. Now see, here I have a remainder. So this I said this would be the remainder block. So here I got a remainder as 15. But can I say that 15 would be the remainder when I divide any number by 8? Because I know that this would be further divided. I know 15 could be further divided. So let me just try to divide 15 and 8. It's 8 times 1 gives me 8. And what would be the remainder here? It would be 7. So 15, when I divide it by 8, I'm left with the remainder 1. And the quotient 1 will be added over here. So what would be the answer now? The answer would be 38 is my quotient and remainder is equals to 7. Yes, was it simple? Now let us try to understand this sum, the next sum with the base of 100. So let me just divide this number 1, 2, 4, 5 and let us make the partitions. So the first partition I'll be making over here, and the second partition, since I'm having 2 digits, what I'll do is I will make a partition from the right hand corner towards the left as 2 digits. And then this would be one more partition. Now, let me write the values. What is the divisor? Divisor value is 97 and the complement for it is 3. Divisor is 97 and the complement for is 3. Since it is a 2-digit number, what I'll do is I will write a 03 over here. Yes, I'll be writing a 03 over here. Now, if I take this first value, let me drop this 1 directly like this. And first value will be multiplied with the first digits. So 1 times 0 would be 0. And if I add this 2, I get a 2 over here. And 1 times 3 would be 3. So what I'll do, while multiply the number with all the digits. So 1 times 0 will give me 0 and 1 times 3 would give me 3. So 2 plus 0 is 2 and the next step we'll leave it as it is. Now, in the next step, what I'm going to do is I will be taking the second digit. The second digit I'll multiply 2 times 0 would be 0, and 2 times 3 gives me a 6, right? So now let us add all these three together. 6 plus 5 gives me 11. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 3 is 81. So can I divide further 81 with 97? I can't divide. So here, this would be my quotient and this becomes my remainder. Wasn't it quite simple? Okay, so let us understand once again with the help of this example. Let me say the number here. So here the number is 3412, which is divided by 996. So the base value for this 996 would be 1000, that is, and the complement for this would be 4. The divisor is 996 and the complement for this number would be 4. Now let us understand how do I divide 3412 with 996. So let us write it as 3, 4, 1, 2. Let me make the partitions. So this is my first partition. And as I said, there are three digits. So I'll be making the partition in this way. The three digits would be separated and I'll be left over with one digit. And let me write it and also let me make a partition here. And now let me write the number. What is the divisor? It is 996 and the quotient is 4. Let us write it as 004. Now simply what I'll do is I will take this 3 down. We know that with the first step we take the 3 down. Now in the next step what I'll do is I will multiply 3 with 4 which gives me, or 3 with 04 which gives me, or you can also do as 3 multiplied by 0. In the first step it gives us 0, 0, 0, and in the second step again it gives me 0, 0, 0, and in the third 3 multiplied by 4 gives us a 12. So now let us add all this together. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. 1 plus 1 is 2 and a 4. Now, is this 424 bigger than 996? It is not, right? So this is our answer. This 3 is the quotient and 424 would be the remainder, right? Did you get it? Okay, let me give you one more last example so that it becomes more clear for us to understand. So let me take one more example as if I have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and I want to divide this number by 7,999. So now if you can see here, this is my divisor, and what would be the nearest base value for this number? It would be 10,000. Yes, it would not be 9,000 because these are the multiples of 10. That is, we know the base values would always be the powers of 10. So the base value of 7,999 would be 1,000. And now what we'll do? So the divisor, we know what is the divisor? The divisor is 7,999. And what would be the complement of this divisor? What would be the complement? Let us subtract 10,000 minus 7,999, which is nothing but 2001. Yes, so 2001 would be my complement. Now let us try to divide this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And since I said here we are having a 4-digit number, we will be separating the 4 digits separately. Right, since we are having a 4-digit number, we will be separating 4 digits and the remaining digits together. So let me write here the divisor, which is 7,999, and the complement, which is 2001. Now let us separate this again. So I know that I'll be taking this 1 as it is. Now if I multiply 1 with 2001, it gives me again 2001. And let us add, this would be 7, 4, 3, 4. Now this 4374, that is 4,347, is smaller than 7,999. Hence, this is my quotient and this is my remainder. Isn't it so simple? Isn't it? Come on, so let me give you a little practice questions. So practice time. The questions here are: divide 3,412 by 996. Second question, divide 45,314 divide by 989. And the third question would be divide 2,307 divided by 98.